Can I pay third parties when buying property from a specific seller? Hello there, my name is Luciano Oliveira. I'm a Brazilian attorney. Our recommendation is that you do not accept paying third parties when buying property in Brazil. Although paying third parties is not legally prohibited, it is pretty common that sellers are going to do that in order to avoid taxes. And if you are agreeing with a scheme to avoid the payment of taxes, you may be found guilty of a crime against the Brazilian revenue system. So the idea here is that when the seller asks you to pay like 5 other people instead of the seller himself or herself, you are actually reducing the amount of money that the seller is going to be receiving in a single shot. A sale of property could increase the taxes that the seller is going to pay. So if the seller is asking you to pay third parties, this money is going to be distributed among different people, and therefore there is not going to be a huge bump in terms of income or monies to pay tax on. Another concern with such schemes is that, particularly in places like Rio de Janeiro, unfortunately there is a strong presence of the so-called militia, or drug dealers or criminal rings, international crime rings. And if you are willing to pay like multiple people, you don't know who you are paying to. Like, these people could be actually criminals, and you would be doing like a favor to the criminal, to these crime rings, and by feeding money into these criminals. And unfortunately, this is a somewhat evil cycle that we see happening in Brazil. Very recently, we had this type of request, and we told our client that he should not accept this proposition. And then the seller got really upset, and the seller was saying, listen, but I just want you to deposit in like 2 different accounts. But when I bought this property, I actually had to deposit or to pay 10 separate people. So you see, someone made this person to incur into this kind of scheme, and because this person incurred into this type of scheme, she was expecting the next buyer to join the train, right? And that's very unfortunate. If you're going to Brazil, hopefully you're gonna be going to Brazil to help change our society for the better, and you're not gonna engage in such schemes. I hope this information was helpful. If it was, please like our video so other people can find this content, and follow us for more tips.